technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's another big week of hockey at the Icebox. Join the Lincoln Stars as they continue their push for home ice in the Clark Cup playoffs as they host the Des Moines Buccaneers on Thursday night. It's another one of our college nights, so grab your friends and enjoy great drink specials while cheering on the Stars. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock. Then on Saturday at 6 o'clock, it's our pre-St. Patrick's Day celebration. Wear your green and enjoy more drink specials as the Stars take on the Sioux Falls Stampede. Get your tickets now at LincolnStars.com and don't miss a second of the action.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197. Assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road. When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall, they go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
There's no place like McKinney's Irish Pub for St. Patrick's Day, so mark your calendars to join in on the fun for their 12th annual Street Festival. The party goes all weekend long, but starts on March 14th and 15th with tons of giveaways, great Irish food, and green beer. And it continues on Tuesday the 17th for actual St. Patrick's Day. Doors open for the bar at 9 a.m. on Saturday, 11 a.m. on Sunday, and 9 a.m. on Tuesday. And the street party starts at 2 p.m. all 3 days. Don't miss out on great music and great fun with no cover charge for St. Patrick's Day weekend at McKinney's Irish Pub, located at 8th and P.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now at Coppel, we are offering big discounts on all of our inventory. 2026 GMC Terrains are leasing at $279 per month or buy for $27,690. 2026 Canyon is leasing for $269 or buy for $40,980. Also right now, all new Equinox EVs and all half-ton trucks are starting at $12,000 off MSRP. These are just a few examples of some of the aggressive pricing going on right now at Coppel. Please stop on in or check us out at coppelcars.com. All these with $2,500 down with a roof credit.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day in the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
Welcome into a presentation of high school boys state basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Boys State Basketball on the Ticket is presented by Union Bank and Trust, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Concordia University, Nest 529 Direct Plan, Peru State College, General Excavating, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, Doane University, Play It Again Sports, Sunbelt Rentals, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Big Ten Sports Bar, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, and Jimmy John's. Now, calling all the action, here are Nick Sainert and Austin Orman.
That is right. Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert alongside Austin Orman in our fourth game of the day. I had to count and make sure. Fourth game of the day as Elkhorn North is getting ready to take on the Wahoo Warriors in our second Class B quarterfinal matchup. The winner of this game gets number 1 seed Omaha Skutt tomorrow night, as we just saw Omaha Skutt take down Pius X by 10 points. And team we see on one side in the Wahoo Warriors is the squad that lost to the Thunderbolts in the district final, and that's a big reason why they are the 5 seed. The Wahoo Warriors, the 5 seed, going up against the 4-seeded Elkhorn North Wolves. For the Elkhorn North Wolves, 17-5 on the year. They started the year 0-2. 2 additional losses have come to Norris. The 5th loss at the hands of number 1 Omaha Skutt, led by head coach Andy King. They were here last year, just their second time in the state tournament as a younger school. But for Elkhorn North, as they watched on as Brent Prince led a dynasty of 4 straight state championships for the girls basketball program, Andy King and Sutton Piakowski trying to get their first one here today.
Should be a fantastic lineup here for Elkhorn North, Nick. One of the most balanced teams in terms of the leading scorers, right? A lot of teams we've seen have had one go-to guy. You could argue that Elkhorn North has 3 of them, led, of course, by Sutton Piakowski, but Kellen Murphy is there. And as you look up and down the leaders, Murphy's in there, as is Carter Peterson. Those are 3 guys that have all scored, at least 250 points on the year between them. Sometimes I was talking about this with Jay. Sometimes you need balance, right? Sometimes you need your role players to step up. Other times it's the stars. Elkhorn North certainly has both.
On the Wahoo side, they're led by head coach TJ O'Connor. It's their 44th appearance as a school in school history in the state tournament. However, a lot of the more recent appearances came as a member of the C1 class, but now they have moved up, rightfully so, deservedly so, into Class B, and they are going to be a formidable opponent today for the Elkhorn North Wolves. And a guy you need to know about, there's a couple of them, but especially number 5, Cody Hesser.
Cody Hesser actually played baseball with his brother Carson back in the day. Really talented family in both baseball and basketball. Cody, fantastic scorer, leads the way for Wahoo, 424 points. Landon Glock certainly has good basketball in his genes as well. And then how about this, Nick? Kip Brigham, one of C1's leading rushers all time. I was joking with you pregame. We need some Jace Reynolds versus Kip Brigham action meet in the hole. See if we can get a Nebraska commit linebacker against a really talented running back matchup in some form or fashion.
Starting 5 for the Elkhorn North Wolves is we already talked about a couple of the guys. We mentioned Jace Reynolds, the future Nebraska football Member, a 6'3 senior. Number 3, a 6'5 junior, Carter Peterson. Number 13, a 6'3 senior, Nike Orgerbald. Number 23, a 6'1 junior, Kellen Murphy. And number 34, a 6'6 senior, Sutton Piakowski. Now, for the Wahoo Warriors, headed by head coach TJ O'Connor, it's Landon Glock, Kip Brigham, Jace Kaminsky, Cody Hesser, and Joseph Kelly. Kelly, a freshman on the Warriors squad. It'll be white uniforms and the powder blue piping and letters and numbers for the Elkhorn North squad, as Wahoo's got their blues on with the script Wahoo across the chest. We are underway. Tip is lazily controlled by the Elkhorn North Wolves, and they get it to Orgerbald on the left side, on the left wing. Now top of the key with it, right wing working around the perimeter. Here is Elkhorn North as Murphy has it, cross-court pass Orgerbald. Nike Orgerbald dribbles into the center of the lane, spins with the Big Ten logo, fadeaway jumper, money. Nike Orgerbald gets the scoring started first here, 2-0 Elkhorn North. Here quickly on the left baseline. That pass taken away, Elkhorn North going the other way. Nike Orgerbald across the timeline. Hesitates, spins, kicks it. Piakowski for 3. That one's short, and the rebound collected by Wahoo, and a foul on the rebound attempt as Wahoo will have the basketball.
Reynolds came flying in for that rebound, but Jace Kaminsky got up a little bit quicker. Reynolds got him upside the head. Kaminsky quickly up from the floor.
2-0 your score here as it is early stages of the first quarter. 7:22 to play, opening period. Wahoo trails by just a pair as Nike Orgerbald was able to get the starting going for Elkhorn North on their first possession. On the right side for Wahoo, it's Kaminsky. Kaminsky to left side now with it is Brigham. Brigham back to Kaminsky in the left corner. Kaminsky has the basketball, gives it to Brigham. Brigham will reset the half-court offense before driving on the right side of the lane. Spin moves, left wing, 3-ball on the way. It's good for number 14, the freshman, Joseph Kelly.
Good ball movement both ways there, lefty to lefty, Brigham to Kelly.
Joey Kelly gets the first 3 points of the day for Wahoo. Nike Orgerbald trying to answer with a 3 of his own. Everybody's back was to the basket for Wahoo. Didn't realize the rebound was coming their way. Piakowski gets the offensive board. While Elkhorn North gets another crack at it as Murphy has the basketball, two-handed pass left side. Orgerbald driving left side of the lane, spin move out to Jace Reynolds. 3-point try on the way. Another offensive rebound off the miss. Piakowski, can he hit a 3? He cannot. Murphy, another offensive rebound. And the fourth effort is going to be no good, but a foul will be called, and Kellen Murphy will go to the line to shoot 2.
A lot of standing around as the ball goes up, Nick. You mentioned the first shot of that possession from Orgerbald. Everyone's back was turned. A quick shot for him, and Wahoo had no idea where it was there. Elkhorn North just wanted it more. Shout out a guy like Jace Reynolds, right? A star in his own right on the football field, doing the little things right on the basketball court so far.
We are tied at 3 as Elkhorn North hits that first free throw. It's Kellen Murphy, as his sister, older sister, played on that dynasty of Elkhorn North teams, McKenna Murphy, as Kellen is able to hit both free throws there. It's 4-3 Elkhorn North. 6:15 to play in the first quarter. Along the right side with it now Kaminsky. Kaminsky to number 5, Cody Hesser. Hesser now banned inside to Kaminsky. Kaminsky center of the lane. Right-handed finish will not go. Rebounds hits the hardwood. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by number 3. That is off on Peterson of Elkhorn North, and it will be Wahoo basketball.
Pretty noticeable height advantage for Elkhorn North. Nick, Kaminsky might have been able to take that stop and pop one instead of challenging a shot blocker at the rim.
On the right side of the baseline, they get it up top now to Brigham. Brigham hesitates on the right side, thought about passing it through, decides to give it out to the right wing. With it is now Glock. Glock now back to Brigham. Brigham on the right corner, right in front of the Elkhorn North bench to Hesser at the top of the key. Hesser has yet to attempt a shot. Kaminsky will fire from deep, misses off the front rim. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Elkhorn North. Here comes Kellen Murphy. Up the floor he goes across the timeline. Kellen Murphy with the basketball, 5.5 minutes to play first quarter. Murphy stops, pops, long 2, missed off to the right side, and the rebound will go out of bounds. Last touch by Elkhorn North.
We mentioned it before, Nick. Jace Reynolds doing the little things. Wahoo not really respecting him at all. At times like Elkhorn North playing 4-on-5 on offense when Reynolds is on the perimeter. That's okay, but he might have to make himself known as a driver or make sure he's on the offensive glass all day long.
Kip Brigham will bring it across the timeline before handing it off to Cody Hesser. Hesser with the basketball, hands it off Glock. 3-pointer on the way, no good on that attempt by Landon Glock. And bringing it up the floor, Nike Orgerbald. Orgerbald passes up the floor, and that's going to be a walk on Peterson of Elkhorn North. Turnover yet again. Wahoo basketball trailing by 1.
Fortunate for Wahoo as Kelly was screaming up the court saying, I got him, I got him, I got him. Everyone else relaxed, though. No one had Kelly ahead and opened there, so he's able to get ahead of steam, except just didn't put the ball down first.
5 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the first quarter. 4-3 is your score. On the right side with it now to Hesser. Hesser into Joey Kelly. Kelly drives in on an Orgeval ball. Layup, no good, too strong. Rebound tipped around. Pietkowski gets the defensive rebound for Elkhorn North. Nike brings it up the timeline. He hesitates, kicks it out near corner, 3-ball right side. It's good. Sutton Pietkowski and I believe Kip Brigham are getting into it down low, away from the ball. As this pass taken away, telegraphed by Brigham. Here's Murphy in the lane. Pietkowski layup good, and it's going to be a 9-3 Elkhorn North lead. Kip Brigham will jog it across the timeline on the left side. Brigham looks a little bit out of breath a little bit here. Passes down low. It's a bounce pass into Glock. The help side defense by Orgeval. They get it up top now to Kaminsky. Kaminsky on the left side dribbles towards the top of the key. Now to Brigham. Brigham pulls up. Three-pointer on the way. Too strong. Rebound. Karam's out. Bodies collide. It's collected by Wahoo. They get another crack down low. Brigham fights for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Peterson of Elkhorn North with 4:02 to play in the first.
Good fight for the rebound there, Nick. Kaminsky had an open shot. Usually the extra pass goes to the corner. Make that extra one for a corner three look. Instead, he looked inside to Brigham on the cut and just got tied up a little bit with both guys trying to intercept that pass.
9-3 your score. Elkhorn North out in front of Wahoo by 6. 4:02 to play in the first quarter. They inbounded here top of the key to Kip Brigham. Brigham was going to pass to the right side, but number 1 for Wahoo, Griffin Hancock, was running the other way. Here, top of the key now, Brigham. Brigham gives it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky steps back, now back to Brigham. Now left side Glock, 3-ball on the way. It will not go, and the rebound fought for. It'll be out of bounds. Last touched by the Warriors, and Elkhorn North retains possession. 3 minutes and 46 seconds to play in the opening quarter. 9-3 your score. Elkhorn North on top of the Wahoo Warriors here as Elkhorn North in the midst of a 7-0 run. 0 of the last 6 shots have gone in for Wahoo. They're on a scoring drought that goes over 3 minutes. Pietkowski in the lane. Floater misses the back iron, and the rebound collected by Wahoo. Pietkowski frustrated with the physicality that they're allowing them to play with. In the lane, Murphy gets the layup to go. It's 11-3. Off the turnover, Elkhorn North gets another bucket. I'm surprised we have yet to see a timeout from TJ O'Connor, the Wahoo head coach. They're struggling offensively and defensively right now. Wahoo with it, top of the key. Left side with it now is Shada. Shada to the right wing, Kaminsky. Left wing, Brigham. Brigham with the basketball now to Kaminsky in the left corner, right in front of us to our left, as they work to the basket to our left. To Glock in the left elbow, just inside with the back to the basket, spins around, baseline jumper, off back iron, no good. Rebound collected and tipped out to Kellen Murphy of Elkhorn North. Another empty possession for Wahoo. Murphy on the left wing, cross-court pass, Orgeval, 3-ball on the way. It's good, and that's a TJ O'Connor timeout for Wahoo, as it's now an 11-point Elkhorn North lead with 2:43 to go in the first quarter. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call
John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
And electrical.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more boys state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
A 12-0 run for Elkhorn North puts them up 14-3 as Glock has the basketball for Wahoo, and a reach-in foul is called on Elkhorn North on the... As Glock, I should say, picked up the basketball, picked up his dribble at the right elbow. It'll be team foul number 2 on Elkhorn North.
With no Hesser in the game, Wahoo runs a similar set they did Probably about 2.5 minutes ago or so for Glock. He draws a foul on that one after missing a three the first time.
14-3 your score, 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. As it's a baseline inbound here for Wahoo. They get it up top to Brigham at the top of the key. Now left side with it and bouncing into the near corner. Here is Hesser. Hesser drives baseline, and he gets cut off. Now that pass into the backcourt it goes. That'll be over and back as it goes out of bounds. TJ O'Connor almost grabbed that basketball, realized he can't, and it's going to be a sideline inbound all the way on the other side of the floor for Elkhorn North.
It's one thing if you turn it over in the front court, but Nick, to have it go that far in the backcourt set Elkhorn North up in prime position, not where you want to be if you're Wahoo already down double digits.
2:10 to go in the first quarter on the right side. Peterson dribbles top of the key, long two on the way. Friendly roll over the front rim. Nice job. Elkhorn North up by 13 points. 16-3 on the left side. Here with it once again, Joey Kelly. Joey Kelly passes. Now he gets it back near corner. Three ball. They need it. Got it. 16-6 on the nice little pop out on the near left corner for Joey Kelly. And Joey Kelly gets his first bucket of the day. Nike Orzabald in the lane, kicks it through. Left wing, three ball on the way. Elkhorn North answers right back. A nice job by Elkhorn North, able to counter any punch that Wahoo has, even though there's been only just a few of them in the lane. Glock shot blocked, and it will go out of bounds. Elkhorn North blocks it, and Wahoo will retain possession.
Really good timing on that block there by Peterson. Glock, I wondered if he was going to go to that spin to the baseline as the left shoulder was getting overplayed. He went to the left hand, except instead of going up with the left, he went up with the right, and he had to go off of 2 feet. If it's a quick spin right up, he gets that to the rim, but Peterson timed it up after he had to come under control.
Kaminsky gets it up top. It's out of bounds. Last touched by Elkhorn North as it was deflected out of bounds. 1:23 to play in the first quarter. Sideline inbound directly in front of us for the Wahoo Warriors. Kaminsky will be the inbounder. They get it into the backcourt to Brigham. Kip Brigham, exceptional running back on the football field. This time, Kaminsky in the lane, left side, down low. Good finish and find for Wahoo. It's 19-8.
Not sure how that one got through a couple different sets of hands, but Kaminsky threads the needle.
Peterson, his pass across the baseline will go out of bounds off the deflection. It stays with Elkhorn North. 19-8 is where we sit. 19-8, Elkhorn North up by 11. 1:04 to play in the first quarter. Nick Sainert, Austin Norman with you here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Baseline inbound, they get it in now to Kellen Murphy. He pops a long three, no good on that attempt, and it's rebounded by Landon Glock of Wahoo as Kip Brigham will bring it across the timeline. Passes left side, Joey Kelly with the basketball. He bounces it inside to Cody Hesser. Hesser in the lane, spins over the left shoulder, turnaround jumper short. Rebound collected by Elkhorn North. They push the pace the other way. Outlet pass up the floor to Murphy. It's into the far corner. Three ball on the way. It won't go. Rebound tipped around. It goes out of bounds off of Wahoo. Elkhorn North basketball with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Quick corner three there from Beachy. Good hustle there by Peterson, who mistimed his jump. Wahoo couldn't secure it as Peterson comes down, throws it off the Wahoo defender to retain the possession.
Ethan Beachy hit a three-pointer earlier in the game, missed that one. Here is Murphy, dribble drive, left-handed layup with the right hand, left side layup with the right hand, won't go. Rebound collected by Wahoo on the right side, Kaminsky. He stops at the perimeter, now gives it near the logo, and Brigham says, hold on, let's just slow it down one shot here as the shot clock is dark at PBA.
Even down 11 points, Nick, something psychologically about being able to get the last points of a quarter might give Wahoo a boost if they're able to put the ball in the bottom of the hoop right now.
11-point ball game. They can get within single digits as Brigham loses the basketball. 3 seconds on the game clock on the right side. Kaminsky, last second heave. It's no good. And after 1 quarter of play, your score, Elkhorn North 19, Wahoo 8. After 8 minutes of game time, we'll step aside, come back in 1 minute on 93.7 The Ticket.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu. General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Standard, Austin Norman back with you from PBA. Start of the second quarter. Wahoo with the basketball on the right side. They give it to Hesser as Wahoo trails by 11. We'll see if guys have started to settle down for the Warriors, especially offensively. Good stuff in that first quarter by Elkhorn North, though, as Hesser has on the right elbow to Brigham in the corner just inside the perimeter. Here is Brigham gets it inside to Glock, now kicks it out, 3-ball on the way. Joey Kelly, he can't get that one to fall. Rebound, Karam's out and tipped into the hands of Piatkowski.
Little volleyball pass over there from Reynolds to Piatkowski on the rebound.
So now with it, Elkhorn North. Mankey is into the game as well. Into the right side, it is Murphy. Murphy, top of the key, Piatkowski. Piatkowski bobbled it for a moment, but gets it back now to Murphy again. Kellen Murphy into the far corner. He hands it Orgeval, 3-ball on the way. It won't go. Rebounded. Is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Piatkowski. Wahoo basketball.
Piatkowski's shaking his head at that call as well. One of the dangers of being as tall as he is, listed at 6'6", going up against two guards that are listed no taller than 6'2". He got higher than either of them, so I think that's the right call.
Here on the left side, Piatkowski's been visibly frustrated in this first 9 minutes of game time, as whether it's because of no foul call or because of some judgmental out-of-bounds decisions. Here on the right side, Wahoo with the basketball to Glock. Glock guarded by Orgeval. Glock picks up his dribble, gives it off to Kaminsky. Backdoor cut, no good on the other side of the floor by Wahoo. Pass is taken away by Elkhorn North. Orgeval going the other way. Nike Orgeval crosses over in the center of the lane, hands it out. Now right side of the lane is Jace Reynolds. Reynolds out to Murphy for 3. It won't fall, and Glock skies high for the defensive board.
Open look, but Murphy was still fading to his right, which is why that one missed off to the right.
Brigham to Glock. Glock to Kelly. Kelly with it on the right wing. 6:15 to play second quarter. Now to Brigham. Brigham with it. Fakes the handoff. Brigham now just inside the right wing. Gives it to Kaminsky at the top of the key. Kaminsky with the basketball above his head. Already extinguished his dribble. Gives it out to Hesser in the left side now into the corner. 18 feet away. Now Kaminsky on the left block. Over the left shoulder with the right hand. It's good.
Tough finish there by the smallest guy on the court, Kaminsky. Nick, Wahoo's had some of those cutters open, but by the time they've been able to get the pass through or around the length, it's been too late for them to do anything with.
Orgeval trying to answer in the lane, puts up a contested shot. It's no good amongst the trees. Wahoo has numbers as Orgeval is trailing into the extra pass. Kaminsky looking for help as Orgeval gets back. Glock for 3 on the way, off to the right, no good. And her foul on the rebound attempt on Cody Hesser.
Glock offline in the early going. He's now 0-3 from three-point range. That's a good look. That's usually one that he can step in and knock down, but that's, you see, Nick, the effort that Wahoo's had to expend on the offensive end. Even normally their walk-in spot-up threes don't look quite the same out of the hand.
19-10, your score, 5:27 to go in the second quarter. On the right elbow, it is Piatkowski. Piatkowski backing down the smaller defender, still working. Takes the bump, no whistle, and he gets the layup to go. And once again, a little bit of frustration from Piatkowski as he thinks there should have been a foul called there. On the right side now, Joey Kelly. Kelly gives it to Kaminsky. Yes, he is fouled on the shot attempt and going to the line to shoot 2 shots, Jace Kaminsky.
Kaminsky's been a bit of a spark plug here, Nick. He only has the 2 points, but he's been playing hard for Wahoo so far. I think there's as much of a bump down here as there was down there on Piatkowski. Big guy doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. Smaller guy does.
So Kaminsky at the line. First one is good. One more free throw coming up. It's 21-11 currently. Subbing in for the first time today, number 4, Braylon Jackson, the 6-foot freshman. Good size for a freshman. Kaminsky, one more free throw to go as it is up and it is good. 21-12. Wahoo cuts to it within 9. Nike Orgeval hands it off to Kellen Murphy. Murphy to Piatkowski, back to Murphy. Now into Orgeval. Orgeval looks left side to Peterson. Now left into Orgeval, trying to finish with the right hand. It won't go. Rebound tipped out. How about Braylon Reynolds with an offensive rebound? He tries the floater. It won't fall. and Braylon Jackson, and we have a foul called on Elkhorn North as it will go against, they get number 23. Is that Kellen? No. I think Orgeval.
Orgeval, the last couple possessions, Nick, has tried to do it all himself. Elkhorn North has gotten good looks when they've shared the ball.
It'll be Wahoo basketball down by 9. 4:44 to go in the second quarter. Jace Kaminsky will bring it across the timeline. Kaminsky looking left side. No one's home. Now he does get it left side to Joey Kelly. Now top of the key, Cody Hesser for 3. Short. Rebound is on the floor. Fought for, and Elkhorn North comes away with it. Up the floor. Here comes Murphy. Murphy up over the top, and a foul is called on Wahoo. And I believe they're going to get number 1 Hancock with that one for the Wahoo Warriors.
Love the idea of the lob. Probably would have blown the top off of the Elkhorn North fan section that we're looking at right now. Not great spacing in transition, though, Nick, as Reynolds wanted to throw the lob, or Jackson wanted to throw the lob, but there's someone in Peterson's runway. He still got up pretty well, but if you're going to run that lob, you need more space for your guy to take off.
First free throw is no good by Peterson. And so Elkhorn North stays at a 9-point advantage. One more free throw coming up. Second one on the way. It is also no good. Empty possession for Elkhorn North as Wahoo will bring the ball up the floor across the timeline. Here comes Jace Kaminsky. Kaminsky with it. Gets matched up with Kellen Murphy. Now to Joey Kelly with it right side Hancock. Now to Kaminsky. He fires the tray on the way. Airballs it into the lap of Orgeval for Elkhorn North, as Elkhorn North leads 21-12 with 4 minutes to go until halftime. On the left side, Sutton Piakowski misses the 3. Kaminsky catches that rebound in stride. He's back the other way. 1-on-2 break. Finds a trailer. And here's Cody Hesser for 3. Misses that one. Kellen Murphy gets the defensive board. He'll push the pace across the timeline, up the floor. No look pass. Out of bounds, deflected off of Wahoo. It stays with the Wolves.
Dangerous pass there from Murphy, trying to get the ahead and open to the player that was already posted up down on the block. You got to remember that defense is coming in from the backside, trailing the play. They've been taught to sprint to the lane and take that away first.
We've seen some serious cold spells from Wahoo over their last 4 now. As Orgeval on the left side, working on, and that's going to be a charge. A little bit of selling it there by Hancock. I think it would have been a charge, but I mean, his whole entire body skied high on that one.
Yeah, Kelly got challenged, the freshman down there who's inbounding the ball now. Orgeval, a little bit too much of the arm, maybe a little bit too much of the shoulder. I don't know if I've ever seen a player not named Dylan Brooks go flying to that degree and taking a charge.
3:42 to go, first half. 21-12, Elkhorn North out in front by 9. Here's Kip Brigham on the left side now. Kaminsky to Joey Kelly, right side with it. Hancock working on it. That is Jackson. Jackson forces him to give it up. Kip Brigham to Hancock. Hancock has that ball low, finds a cutting Hesser. Now his pocket is picked by Sutton Piakowski. Piakowski running the length of the floor, bounces up back to Piakowski. Layup is good. 23-12, Elkhorn North out in front by 11. Wahoo trying to find any sort of rhythm offensively, struggling to do so, though, as Brigham picks up his dribble, gets it out to Hancock. Now Hancock passes left side to Joey Kelly. Kelly on the right side, now Brigham. Brigham is center of the lane, gets it out. Hesser, mid-range jumper. He thought about it, decides to pass it up now to Hancock into the right side. This is Brigham with the basketball, working on Murphy in the lane. Contested jumper won't go. Rebound collected by Murphy. Murphy gets bumped on his way up the floor. No whistle. On the right side, it's Peterson. Peterson with the basketball. Top of the key now to Piakowski. Back to Murphy. 2.5 to play, second quarter. 23-12. Elkhorn North is in front with the basketball. Peterson, three-pointer on the way. Too strong. Rebound tipped out. It's collected by Murphy. He'll try his luck at a 3, and he hits it. 26-12. Elkhorn North out in front by 14. Did not see this one being as wide of a margin.
Now 5 second chance points for Elkhorn North, Nick. But we mentioned on this side, it's been a struggle for Wahoo. Elkhorn North's defensive pressure and length is having Wahoo run its offense from way outside the three-point line.
Joey Kelly passes it through the arms, and now it's taken away. Elkhorn North. Piakowski, two-hand slam. And we have a TJ O'Connor timeout for Wahoo. It's 28-12 with 1:54 to go in the second quarter. Let's step aside for 30 seconds to come right back.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sanders alongside Austin Orman as Wahoo looking for answers on both sides of the floor. They trail 28-12 to the Elkhorn North Wolves. On the left side, Joey Kelly. Now to the right side, it's Kaminsky. Kaminsky with the basketball, looking around, still looking, still surveying, throws into the corner. As still Wahoo down by 16 points, largest margin of deficit here so far. Kaminsky left side to Brigham. Brigham looking around back to Kaminsky. 7 on the possession, 1:25 to go in the second quarter. That pass taken away as it was a cross-court attempt. Murphy in transition. Layup won't fall. Rebound into the hands of Murphy. Put back try won't go, and a whistle and a foul is called as Kellen Murphy goes to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Another dangerous pass there, Nick, that obviously didn't get through. The 8th turnover of the day for Wahoo has led to 10 points for the Wolves here in the early going. Elkhorn North has done a great job communicating through their switches. They've done a great job showing help early on the drives. And again, you see the length of Elkhorn North bothering Wahoo. Maybe some of these passes got through earlier in the year. Wahoo playing, obviously, its fair share of Class B teams up here in Class B, but seeing plenty of Class C1 teams as well. When you get to the state tournament, though, it ramps up a level. You have taller players, longer players, more athletic players. Elkhorn North putting that on full display here through the first 15 minutes.
Elkhorn North goes on is able to hit 1 of 2 from the free throw line in Kellen Murphy, and so it's 29-12 Elkhorn North. Now Joey Kelly has the basketball on the right side for Wahoo to Hesser. Hesser left side, Glock, 3-point try contested. Tough shot, just nothing's coming easy. And that's an offensive foul as that was Joey Kelly, I believe, right? That laid into the defender in number 5. That was Ethan Beachy drawing the charge.
Not sure Kelly was strong enough to knock Beachy over on that one. I think Beachy was leaning back a little bit before he took the contact. Kelly did lower the shoulder a little bit, but Nick, that was a really rush shot by Glock, who's looking for anything to go down. He's now 0-6 on the day.
Yeah, tough to take the lid off. Sutton Piakowski tries from 3. That one's short, no good. Defensive rebound collected by Wahoo. 44 seconds until halftime as here's Brigham. Spin move in the lane. Contested layup will not go, but a foul is called on Ethan Beachy.
Quick shot there by Sutton Piatkowski. Nick, I wonder if that wasn't planned, though, to try to get the 2 for 1, but then Brigham is in attack mode. He gets to the rim, and now Wahoo will have to rush at the end of the shot clock, most likely, but now they have the opportunity for the 2 for 1.
2 shots for Kit Brigham. First one's good. That stops an 8-0 run by Elkhorn North.
And snaps a 4:21-second scoring drought as well for the Warriors.
29-13 your score. Second one for Brigham is also good. 29-14 is where we sit. 15-point advantage for Elkhorn North as Kellen Murphy will bring the ball up the floor. 37 seconds on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. Here's Murphy as he's guarded closely by Kip Brigham. Crosses over left and right. Now passes out near corner. 3 ball on the way. Peterson can't connect. Defensive rebound collected by Glock. Up the floor to Joey Kelly. They can hold for the final shot with 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here's Brigham. Brigham, 29-14. Your score, Wahoo. Down by 15 to Elkhorn North. Kip Brigham with the basketball. Top of the key, Brigham hesitates. 2 on the game clock. Spin move, out. 3 ball at the horn. It will not fall as once again Cody Hesser and Landon Glock scoreless in the first half of play. And that's a big reason why Elkhorn North is up 29-14 at the break. We'll step aside, come back in a few short minutes with your thoughts from the halftime show on 93.7 The Ticket.
Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's. The sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu. If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
He is Austin Orman. I am Nick Sainer. Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, just a few blocks from where we're sitting at Pinnacle Bank Arena. As at the half, Elkhorn North leads it 29-14 over the Wahoo Warriors. Austin, in that first half, I mean, how about this? Wahoo committed 9 turnovers. They only made 4 field goals in that entire first half. Certainly not a recipe for success. And Landon Glock, as well as Cody Hesser, as well as Kip Brigham, all with combined 2 points. And those 2 points came in Kip Brigham's free throws.
0 for 11 combined from the floor. And Nick, for Wahoo, they've had such a tough time generating easy looks. They've gotten a couple kind of in that secondary break area, and that's where if you think about a 3, maybe by Hesser or by Glock going down in one of those opportunities, how different this game it could be. But those opportunities didn't present themselves in the first quarter. They came in the second quarter after Wahoo already felt a little maybe worn down or, worn out of the pressure that Elkhorn North has been applying defensively. It looks like Wahoo, its spacing is not there. It looks a little unsure when it comes to passing the basketball. There's been a lot of, swing the ball to one side, back around, and then we're just going to automatically put our head down and drive maybe from the Warriors. I can't tell you what they're trying to accomplish. They haven't really had anyone open in anything they've tried to do in the half court.
Once again, your score at the break, 29-14. Now for Elkhorn North, though, I mean, here's the thing. It wasn't a perfect first half by any means, but you have a little bit of breathing room.
They're only shooting 37%, 11 of 30. That's doubling up what Wahoo is shooting, though. Categorizing and really taking advantage of those points off of turnovers. They forced 9 of them, score 11 points off of them. Also, Nick, 7 offensive rebounds and 6 second chance points. So 17 of the 29 points off of 3 possessions, essentially, for Elkhorn North. This is a good opportunity for them to be able to work through maybe some of their struggles, get the nerves, get the depth perception used to playing in an arena, in an environment like this at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Having a 15-point cushion gives you the opportunity to play through some of those mistakes.
29-14 is where we sit at the half. He's Austin Orman. I am Nick Sainer with you. When we come back in about 3 minutes of time, we will have the start of the third quarter from Pinnacle Bank Arena here in the Class B quarterfinal. The winner gets Scott tomorrow night here on 93.7 The Ticket. High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's the Class B quarterfinal matchup. The winner gets number 1 Omaha Skutt tomorrow night at 6 p.m. as this Elkhorn North team up 29-14. They'll go to the basket to our left now. Here is Kellen Murphy. Murphy cross-court pass to Peterson. Peterson tries to drive baseline. Back to Murphy on the left wing. Top of the key to Orzabal. Orzabal with 7:42 to go in the third quarter. Pulls up from long range, and he misses a three-point try. Rebound tipped around. It's collected by Kip Brigham, and a bump foul called on Elkhorn North. Thought the pace of the first half, Austin, even though there was a lot of struggle from Wahoo, not too many touch fouls. I felt like the officials did a good job of managing it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's been a pretty well-officiated tournament to this point as far as I'm concerned.
29-14 your score. Wahoo out in on offense now, down by 15. Left side, Hesser. Hesser with the basketball crosses over on Jace Reynolds. Now he forces him to give it up in the near corner. Joey Kelly. Joey Kelly passes through. Another risky pass collected by Kaminsky of Wahoo. On the right side, Brigham in stride. Three-point try off back iron. Rebound Karam's out to the free throw line. And Peterson collects the miss for Elkhorn North in traffic. And it's going to be an offensive foul as Wahoo will take it the other way on the charge.
Peterson had to have seen Kaminsky setting up for that one. His eyes just got a little big, seeing a smaller defender in front of him, wanting to go all the way up to the rim. Again, it could be a spark for Wahoo, but I think Kelly passed up a golden opportunity at a wide-open spot-up corner three, and it results in one from Brigham, who Elkhorn North has been more than happy to leave alone beyond the perimeter.
29-14, we're a minute into the third quarter here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Hesser with the basketball, drives right side. Good recovery defensively by Jace Reynolds. Three-point on the way for Glock. He still is scoreless. The tip try is good by number 14, Joey Kelly. Nice job there by Joey Kelly, being in the right place, right time, kind of set it like a volleyball into the hoop off of the Glock miss three. Top of the key with it now, it is Peterson. Peterson to Murphy. Murphy's three, he's able to answer, and that's the thing Elkhorn North's been able to do. The few times Wahoo's gotten a bucket, Elkhorn North is able to answer.
Draw charge, get it put back, give up an open three from Murphy.
On the right side, Joey Kelly with the basketball. Kelly leads all scorers for Wahoo with 10 points. Kaminsky to Hesser. Hesser still scoreless until this layup is good, 32-18.
Got a good matchup for Hesser. Nick, he's running a little funny. I wonder if something's maybe wrong with Cody Hesser physically, because I think even the previous one on Reynolds, right? You credit the D1 football commit for the recovery he was able to make, but I think a healthy Hesser is able to get to the rim before Reynolds can slide back in front.
Yeah, it looks like he's struggling with that left leg, somewhere on that left leg or ankle area. As Murphy pulls up, can he hit another three? He can. Kellen Murphy is hitting it well. He's now 3 of 7 from beyond the three-point line. Wahoo across the timeline on the left side. 3-point try landing. Glock barely grazed the front rim. Offensive rebound, put back try, and a foul called. I believe they're going to get Sutton Piakowski with this one.
Glock was open well beyond the college three-point line, Nick. He's put up a couple of those really early in the shot clock. He's the leading scorer. I'm sure that, Wahoo can live with that result, but in a game you're down by 17 points, you can try to shoot your way back into it, but more often than not, you're going to have to work for these good shots. I know they haven't come easy, but that shot from Glock kind of feels like the easy way out.
Yeah, Cody Hesser able to get the first free throw to go. Second one is coming up in just a moment. Yeah, once again, if you would have talked to TJ O'Connor, the Wahoo head coach, as Hesser hits both free throws and said, hey, with the 5:46 mark in the third quarter, your top three are going to have a combined 7 or 8 points, rather. You don't feel great about your chances, and that's why they're down 15 points, 35-20. Here's Peterson, top of the key. Orange ball, great read by Joey Kelly. He steps in front of the passing lane, in the lane. Oh, he smokes the layup. As here comes Elkhorn North. Nothing going right for Wahoo. Piakowski drives baseline in the lane, and he's fouled on the way up. Sutton Piakowski will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Man, what a turn of events there. Kelly, to your point, Nick, had a great read on that ball to step into the passing lane, beat Ortebald all the way down the court just to go up with a strong hand on the weak side, miss the layup, and then commit the foul on the other end.
35-20 your score, 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's the free throw by Sutton Piakowski, off front rim, no good. As one more coming up, and in between free throws, Elkhorn North is going to call a timeout. Andy King wants to talk things over. Let's step aside with him. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more boys state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, so one more free throw coming up for Sutton Piakowski as Andy King, the Elkhorn North head coach, called a timeout. There's the second one. It's good for Sutton Piakowski, and it's 36-20 Elkhorn North. Here's Kip Brigham across the timeline. He goes. Brigham with it on the right wing to Joey Kelly, now to Glock. Glock now with it left side to Kaminsky. Kaminsky to Hesser. Hesser has 4 points in this second half so far. Now Kaminsky with the basketball, and he gives it to Brigham on the left wing. He'll dribble top of the key. Here is Kip Brigham working on Jace Reynolds. Kicks it through. 3-point try, Joey Kelly. It rattles around the rim, no good. Sutton Piakowski feeds it up the floor. Here's Peterson getting chased down from behind. No good on the steal attempt. Good on the layup attempt as Kip Brigham almost flew into the Elkhorn North cheerleaders.
Brigham went all 94 feet of the court to try to get that strip.
Here on the right side, Kaminsky loses the basketball. He's down on the floor, and we have a TJ O'Connor timeout on the floor as well. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. I mean, here's the deal, Austin. You got to give credit where credit's due. Elkhorn North's done a good job of just keeping Wahoo at arm's length for the most part. But then on top of that, Wahoo, it's been a little bit better this second half, but yet you're still looking up at the scoreboard down by 18.
Yeah, you feel like Wahoo's played better. There's maybe been better energy, and they've still gotten outscored by 3, largely because of the 2 3-pointers from Murphy to lead things off here in the second half. Nick, I still don't know what Wahoo can get accomplished offensively.
Yeah.
If they're going to stick in facing that man-to-man against some length, at this point, I think you just got to go matchup hunting. Pick a matchup that you like, try to get yourself back into it that way. And now the defense has been the problem. But, Nick, we know that Wahoo's known for playing 1-3-1. That's what they did for so long to such great success at the C1 level. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen it even in moments where Wahoo's needed a spark to see if they can get Elkhorn North to commit some of those turnovers.
It's 38-20, 4 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Elkhorn North leads by 18. They get it inside, or rather up top to Kip Brigham, does Wahoo. Now Wahoo with the basketball. A reach-in foul called on Nike Orzabal as number 21. That was number 21 for Wahoo. They don't have a 21 on their team. I think that's Eli Shada. Did he change jersey numbers?
He must have. Also, third foul on Orzabal here halfway through the third.
There is no 21, but I believe that's Shada who has the the wrong jersey number on according to the roster. But nonetheless, nope, they got him in there. Ethan Raby. They spelled it wrong on the scoreboard, so that's what made it weird. But anyway, nonetheless, all right, we're going to go with Raby into the game. Here on the right side, Orgerbald. Sutton Piakowski now with the basketball after Wahoo just hit a three-point shot. Rebound tipped around, missed pass tipped around. Sutton Piakowski chases it down, right wing. Wide open look from beyond the arc. Nike Orgerbald is able to connect.
Felt like Wahoo had it there with a three from Glock, getting him on the scoreboard. And then, Nick, you just see that length, right? Two Wahoo players going after that loose ball, but the taller Piatkowski is the one that's able to secure it.
How about this? Landon Glock finally, with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third quarter, Landon Glock finally connects on his 7th attempt from beyond the three-point line for his first points today. It's now 44-23, a 21-point Elkhorn North lead. Peterson trying to answer. He cannot, and it's collected by Kaminsky. He throws an outlet pass up the floor to Kip Brigham, who passes into the far corner. And we have a whistle, and stepping on the sideline was Hancock on that far corner, and it's a turnover yet again.
I thought they were going to get Brigham for a travel. Looked like an awkward step as he made that cross-court pass. But one of those just unforced errors, Nick, it would have resulted in an open corner three. But the lack of court awareness, you've only been here today, haven't played on this court much at all, if ever, in your life. But, man, just as soon as you hit 2 threes in a row, you give it right back with Elkhorn North, giving them a free chance.
So here we go, top of the key. Now left side, it's Orgerbald. Orgerbald, two-hand pass down low to Piakowski. He no shot, foul on the floor as Piakowski got bumped from behind. I think they might get Kip Brigham for this.
They will, and Nick, that's something that Elkhorn North can look to take advantage of here with Kip Brigham giving up a good 4, maybe 5 inches of height to Sutton Piatkowski. That's one where Piatkowski's pretty comfortable on the perimeter, but with a height advantage like that, Brigham's pretty stout. He's a great running back. He's not afraid to put some body on someone. But you switch it up here with Hesser guarding Piatkowski on the out of bounds.
Here is Kellen Murphy. Heat check 3 on the way. No good off front rim. And that rebound is tipped into the hands of Cody Hesser for Wahoo. Down by 41-26. It's a 15-point deficit. Hesser lets his defender fly on by. And a whistle and a foul is called as Cody Hesser will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Delayed call, but again there, Nick, even on the step through, you just see the lack of burst and explosion from Hesser. Like, his body just can't do what his mind is telling it to do.
Cody Hesser at the line on the day, 1 of 4 shooting the basketball, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, make it 3 for 3. 41-27 now, your score. Wahoo shooting a rough 4 of 19 from beyond the three-point line, 8 of 30 overall on the day. The second free throw is also good. They are 8 for 8 from the free throw line, though. 13-point game. It's still within reach if you're Wahoo, 41-28. Elkhorn North hasn't necessarily been able to get a ton of stuff going offensively in this third quarter alone. As they pass it to the right elbow. Now Orgerbald cuts towards the basket. Pass goes through the hands of Orgerbald and into the hands of Raby. Raby throws it up the floor, and nobody was home as that goes out of bounds. And it will be Elkhorn North basketball. Could have been a big possession to maybe cut it to 10.
Had an opportunity at it, Nick, on this last end down here for Elkhorn North. Orgerbald might have been better off letting that one go. He tries to catch it, tipped it right to Wahoo, who couldn't control it. Eventually, Raby comes up with it, and that's a guy, Nick, that you can tell maybe a little less comfortable handling the ball, which is why that pass ended up probably 10, 15 feet ahead of its intended target.
41-28 is your score. 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Here on the right side, Orgerbald loses the basketball. No, and they bail him out with a foul call on Wahoo. That is the third team foul of the quarter on the Warriors. 2 minutes and 29 seconds to play in the third quarter. 41-28 is where we stand. Baseline inbound here as they get it into Murphy. Kellen Murphy with the basketball. Back to the right side. It's Beachy. Beachy down low. Now it's Meyer. Meyer into the game for Elkhorn North. Turnaround layup won't go. Peterson tries to get the offensive rebound. He cannot. Wahoo rips it away. Glock up the floor. Pull up 3 on the way. No good. Short. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched on the shot by Glock.
He's hit a couple in this quarter. That might have been a quick one, though, Nick. No numbers. Again, you've had some struggles in the half court, but a hand directly in his face. Someone stepped up to stop him. He took it anyways.
Just 5 turnovers on the day on Elkhorn North. As here's Kellen Murphy. Draws the 4th team foul on Wahoo. Foul goes on Jace Kaminsky as he was trying to bring it up the timeline. 41-28 is where we stand. 2:04 to go in the third quarter. All right, Braylon Jackson into the game yet again for Elkhorn North off the bench. He has the basketball right-handed layup off the glass and in. Nice shot by Braylon Jackson, the freshman. He's going to be a good player.
Really sudden, incredible first step to get right around Glock with no issues all the way to the cup.
Here is Jace Kaminsky. He crosses over, almost lost the basketball for a moment, now picks up his dribble, gives it to Glock. Glock looking to try to get it to Hesser. He cannot. Now to Hancock to Kaminsky. Kaminsky on the right wing. Top of the key to Hesser. Hesser almost got it poked away from him. Now still has it, though. Crossing up, sizing up his defender. That pass deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Braylon Jackson of Elkhorn North. It stays with Wahoo.
Slow decision-making from Wahoo, allowing Elkhorn North to catch up. It's one thing if you're similar size, you might be able to get away with it and hit a tough shot, but when you're slow in your decision-making and you're at a height and length disadvantage, it's going to result in more passes like that with a great read there by Jackson to knock it out of bounds.
43-28, Wahoo struggling to get it in, and it's a 5-second call as they do not get it in. Elkhorn North with good defense there, as with 1:26 to play in the third quarter, Elkhorn North still leads by 15, 43-28, and in the final moments of the third. Here's Kellen Murphy. Murphy with the basketball for Elkhorn North. On the left side now, Braylon Jackson. Onto the right elbow with it now, Meyer. Meyer to Mankey. Mankey with the basketball, spins at the elbow out to Jackson. Braylon Jackson with 15 to shoot on the possession. Spin move in the lane, kicks it out. Beachy, wide open look from three. Just a tad too strong. Rebound caroms out into the hands of Jackson. Elkhorn North with another crack at it as it goes into the hands of Meyer. Now Elkhorn North's coaching staff telling him to settle down, slow it down, and reset in the half court. Here is Kellen Murphy at the top. He'll dribble to the right wing. Hesitates on Kaminsky. Mid-range jumper from the baseline. It won't fall. Rebound collected by Wahoo. And with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter, Wahoo will try to cut into this 15-point deficit. Kip Brigham crosses over. Drives in. Kicks it out. Joey Kelly, rather. Now to Kaminsky. Kaminsky at the top of the key. Passes right side to Kip Brigham. Brigham fakes right, goes left. Now with his back to the basket. Turns, backs down. Right block to Hesser at the top of the key. Dribbling down the center of the lane. The contested floater will not fall, and Meyer cleans the glass for the Elkhorn North Wolves, who will have the last shot of the third quarter, up 43-28. So Kellen Murphy steps back. Three-point try with 4 on the game clock. It doesn't go. Defensive rebound, Kaminsky. Three-quarter court heave is no good. It grazed the bottom of the net. And after 3 quarters of play, it's 43-28 Elkhorn North out in front of the Wahoo Warriors. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome in. It is the start of the fourth quarter from Pinnacle Bank Arena. At the conclusion of quarter number 3, it's 43-28. Now, here's the deal, Austin. I would say that we could all agree in that third quarter, Wahoo played the best that they've played all game, and yet they made up 0 ground.
Exactly 0 points.
Both teams scored 14 points in that third quarter. Hesser on the left side. You'd imagine to see Wahoo's defensive intensity increase here, but now this pass from Wahoo taken away by Beachy. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Elkhorn North just seems, I wouldn't say that they are lazy, but it just seems methodical and just businesslike for Elkhorn North today. Just nothing out of the ordinary.
It seems too easy right now.
Here's Kaminsky to Brigham. Brigham at the top of the key. 45-28, now make it 45-30 after the two teams exchanged layups in the last 30 seconds.
Obviously, Nick, the big deal for Elkhorn North here, sitting on this lead, will be to avoid turnovers. They've taken excellent care of the ball today, turning it over just 5 times through 3 quarters.
Braylon Jackson, mid-range jumper. How about the freshman looking like he belongs on the stage? 47-30, your score. Brigham trying to draw contact. The layup in the lane. No, it's a charge on Kip Brigham.
Would love to know where the feet were set on that one. With where that play ended up, players right underneath the basket. I kind of thought he was going to be inside the restricted area and give Brigham the benefit of the doubt on the finish, but I guess not.
Well, and Jay and I were talking about that yesterday as we were watching Class A. Obviously, they don't use the restricted area in high school, but it still gives a reference point to the officials, and obviously that's what you were referring to. You're so far below the basket, and now we have a shooting foul, and Braylon Jackson gets the and one to go. But it still gives a reference point. You're so far below the basket, you can't reward a travel there.
I would think not.
Or excuse me, a charge.
A charge, exactly. That's one that I know you don't use it, but to your point, it can be a guide, right? If we're, as Nebraska prep observers, trying to get the young men playing these games prepared for the next level, it's going to be there. I don't know why you wouldn't use it if it's on the court.
Here is the the free throw by Braylon Jackson's no good, but what an acrobatic finish from the right side of the rim for the freshman. Now on the left side, Kaminsky for Wahoo. Down by 19 are the Warriors as Hesser backing down the defender. No good on the shot attempt on the fadeaway. Now a pass up the floor. Braylon Jackson waiting. Right-handed layup is good. Don't look now. Braylon Jackson's got, how many is that, 9 points now for him? No, 11, excuse me.
He's got 11 points, but that's all 8 in the quarter for Elkhorn North. Could have been 9 if he had hit the free throw.
Here is on the right side. Landon Glock controls the basketball on the right side. Now backs out to the corner, and we have a reach-in foul called against Elkhorn North. The Wolves lead Wahoo 51-30. That foul goes on Mankey. You look at the split box on here for Wahoo, not a lot of prettiness. As we have a foul on the inbound as it's going to go on number 32. That will go on Meyer.
I like this matchup for Wahoo, though, Nick. Glock a little better with the ball in his hands. I think if they can get him isolated on the perimeter and tell him to be in attack mode, not settle mode for the threes like he has, but being matched up with Meyer, Glock just looks like a much more comfortable basketball player on the court.
Here is Kip Brigham backing down the defender in the lane. The layup does not fall, and Elkhorn North just frustration for Wahoo on every single player's face as Brigham now 1 of 6. And on the right side here is Elkhorn North. Their pass taken away. Nice job there by Joey Kelly. Kelly running the length of the floor. On the left side, kicks it out to Hesser, to Kaminsky. He fires the tray on the way. Air ball. What a tough day at the office for Wahoo. 4 for 21 from beyond the three-point line.
You would say the three-point line's been a difference here. Elkhorn North not exactly scorching the nets either at just 7 of 23, but it's been the dominant really inside. 22 points in the paint for the Wolves.
Braylon Jackson with the basketball on the right wing, stops the elbow, hesitates, dribble, drive, layup won't go, and a foul is called as Braylon Jackson was hit on the head.
A couple times it's been the right call, but a little bit delayed. A couple times down on Wahoo's end, and now this one here on Jackson, who's kind of in takeover mode, Nick, and up 21 points, 5.5 to play. Never say never, but it feels like this one's in hand. So I like it from Elkhorn North, right? Let the kid cook, see what the future could hold.
Well, that, and look who's all on the bench for Elkhorn North right now with still 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth. Sutton Piakowski and Nike Orgerbald are all both on the bench right now. Andy King's allowing them to get a long extended rest. We might not even see them the rest of the game.
I would be shocked if we did. If we were going to see them, it would probably be now to get those last couple, looks at the rim in. But, yeah, certainly after 4 minutes, I think the starters ought to be pulled.
5:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Even Cody Hesser now on the bench for the Wahoo Warriors. On the left side, Raby down low, working his Hancock. The turnaround floater is good. Nice shot there by, was that number 1? Or excuse me,
Hancock.
It was, it was Hancock. The PA announcer, Rich, one of the best in the business, said Kip Brigham. So that's why I got confused for a moment. Braylon Jackson on the right side, kicks it out. 3-point attempt on the way. Jace Reynolds airballs it, but guess who's there? Braylon Jackson, the man of the quarter. Here's Jackson. He fires a 3. How about Braylon Jackson?
Why not?
My word. Andy King has to be excited about that. Braylon Jackson now with, what is that?
He's got 13 points all in this quarter.
Yeah, 15 total, though. 3-point try, Landon Glock. That one rims out, and we have a foul called on Elkhorn North as a hold on Menke as Brigham tried to jump high and climb the ladder for the rebound.
I love that Jackson has the confidence to pull that three, right? A freshman doing the little things to get on the court, right? Defending well, showing he can get downhill to the rim, pulls down the offensive rebound, flips it to Jace Reynolds, who just gives it right back on a simple little look there as Brigham gets 2 off the baseline out of bounds play.
So there you go. Elkhorn North leads it 58-32 after Brigham gets the easy 2. Here is Menke. Menke for Elkhorn North stops, cuts. Good find as Elkhorn North firing on all cylinders. They lead now 56-34. Up by 22 points in the lane. Hancock off the glass. No, it does not go, but 2 free throws coming up. As with 4:08 to go in the fourth quarter, and subbing in will be number 30, Alfred Gigstad, a sophomore. How about this? Alfred Gigstad, the 5th.
That's a lot of Alfred Gigstads. or could that be, is this his varsity number? Maybe he's a swing player that's playing on JV. Number. Could be a varsity number.
That's right.
Now, it's more fun if there are 5 Alfie Gigstads.
Alfie.
That's what they just called him.
I know.
So,
I know.
Shout out Rich.
Shout out to Rich. 58-36 after Wahoo converts both free throws.
If I can add this for Elkhorn North as well here, Nick, you notice that with 4 minutes to go, you have 2 starters in the game, Murphy and Reynolds still there. 2 pretty key pieces for this Elkhorn North team, but sometimes when you have a younger team, a younger group that's on the floor like this, you want your best organizer like Murphy and your best tone setter like Reynolds, guys that will do the little things right and get the younger guys organized, running things the way you want them to be run.
Here is Murphy on the left wing. 3:51 to go in the game as Elkhorn North leads by 22. Here on the right side, Braylon Jackson. Jackson now passes to Murphy. Murphy on the right side kicks it out. 3-point try on the way for Fickbaum. And it's no good. Rebounded by Gigstad. Alfie gets it. Here's Kaminsky across the timeline. Bounces up the floor to Raby. Raby, left side of the lane, gets double teamed. Now to Gigstad. Gigstad kicks it out to Hancock. Hancock spin move just inside the elbow to Brigham. Brigham now crossing over. 3:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Here on the left wing, Hancock, long 2, no good. Rebound collected by Elkhorn North as they still lead 58-36. Fickbaum with the basketball, gets it out to Braylon Jackson. Jackson with it now at the top of the key to the left wing, back to Jackson. Jackson hesitates, dribbles in, kicks it out. Murphy for 3. It's good. Elkhorn North up 61-36. My goodness, we are inside 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Elkhorn North, if they play like this tomorrow night, Scott Catholic's got a test on their hands. Here's Kit Brigham to Kaminsky. Kaminsky with the basketball. Now gives it on the roll to Gigstad. Layup won't fall, but Alfred Gigstad, the sophomore, will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Probably the easiest look Wahoo's gotten all day until the help came flying in. Good offense there with a high kind of pick and roll. Great timing on that roll there by Gigstad to get to the line.
61-36 is where we sit. 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. First free throw, no good. One more coming up for Alfie Gigstad.
Nick, in a moment that's going to make me feel very old, subbing in for Wahoo right now, number 22, Brody Milliken. So Brody's dad, Nick, was one of my coaches at Wahoo when I played baseball in the co-op with Wahoo, Raymond Central, and Lincoln Lutheran. Brody was probably this tall when I first met the little guy. He's certainly grown up now, taking the floor in a varsity basketball game.
Alfie Gigstad is able to hit the second one, and it is going to be 61-37, 24-point advantage for Elkhorn North. On the left side with it is Meyer. Meyer, left side to Beachy. Beachy steps into the lane. Great cut on the backside. Fickbaum can't hit the layup, and the rebound collected by, this is Landon Glock. Glock, 2 of 12 on the day, shooting the basketball. Tough day at the office for the sophomore. On the right side, it is Glock. Glock along the baseline. And 3-point try on the way for Hancock. It wedges between the back of the rim and the backboard, and it's going to be rebounded by Elkhorn North with 2:07 to go in the fourth quarter. 61-37, Elkhorn North on top comfortably. This is the first blowout of the day that we've had. Top of the key now with the basketball on the right wing. It is Elkhorn North. Cross-court pass, Beachy for 3. Missed it long, and the rebound collected by Raby, as now that pass is blocked out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Wahoo. It'll be Elkhorn North basketball. Checking in for Elkhorn North, a man that somebody from the student section started the chant for, Landon Wolf. They are saying they want Wolfie, the senior, checks in.
Only 3 points all year. Let's see if he can add to that tally here in the state tournament in the last minute and a half.
61-37 your score. Here's Fickbaum. Fickbaum with it left side to Beachy, back to Fickbaum. Fickbaum now with the basketball, motioning traffic from beyond the left elbow. Now Meyer to Wolf to Beachy. Everybody wants Wolf to shoot this basketball. Crossing it over Mankey to Beachy. Beachy with 14 to shoot on the possession. Layup is too hard, and Beachy's frustrated after he missed that layup. Going the other way, Raby for Wahoo in the lane. Left-hand layup, no good, blocked, and Mankey gets the rebound. Up the floor to Beachy. Beachy will slow it down. Smart decision by Ethan Beachy. He'll give it off to Fickbaum. 1:07 to go, and we have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a substitution timeout as number 35, Grant Sutko, comes into the game. 61-37. Looks like Wahoo has also waved the white flag as Glock, Kaminsky, Brigham, and Hesser all out. All right, here we go. Mankey for Elkhorn North on the right side. Kicks it out. Beachy, another 3-point try on the way. Finally, Ethan Beachy connects. Everybody getting into the scoring column here as Beachy now has 6. Here on the right side, it's Gigstad. Gigstad, his pass taken over by Beachy. Beachy will slow it down on the right wing. 45 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Wolf with the basketball out to Fickbaum. Fickbaum with the basketball. Now top of the key. Kicks it out left side. Here's Sutko. Back out Mankey. Mankey dribble drive. Spin move on the left side of the lane. Tries to finish with the right hand. He does. Shot clock is dark. It is 66-37. Elkhorn North will move on and play Omaha Scott tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And we have a whistle and a foul called on Fickbaum as it will be Wahoo basketball.
Fickbaum, very confused, right? He was also told for a foul for catching Hancock, who stumbled into him after crossing himself up.
They just wanted to, all the deal was is they wanted to allow Hancock a chance to score 2 more points and maybe get these substitutions in for Elkhorn North.
Whatever it takes, I suppose.
Yep. It's like that guy that I just saw the video today from the NCAA tournament when the referee acted like there was a wet spot just to get a substitution in.
Shout out ACC Dean of Officials, unofficial title, Roger Ayers.
That's who
you're talking about.
Yes. 66-38 your score, 20.8 seconds to play. Checking in for Wahoo, number 12, Thomas TJ Wanzer, the sophomore. Man, you look at Wahoo, though, you're going to graduate 3 of your starters in Kit Brigham, Jace Kaminsky, and Cody Hesser, but you look at what you're going to be returning, and it's a guy like Joey Kelly, Landon Glock. I mean, you have a lot of interesting pieces coming back.
Yeah, Glock being just a sophomore, plenty of room for growth there. Simon comes with some pretty good basketball stock up in Wahoo as well. And a bunch returning in the backcourt, right, Nick? You think about guards winning in March. Yeah. Elkhorn North, not really a true post presence outside of a guy like Drew Meyer who got into the game. It's been backcourts that have really dominated so far here. Wahoo set up very well in the future. Elkhorn North set up better in the present.
There's the horn. Your final score, 66-39. Let's take a break. Recap it on the other side here on the ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful, with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work, to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call
John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
And electrical.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more boys state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
66-39, your final score here. Elkhorn North clicking on all cylinders, and it sets up a real intriguing matchup in Class B semifinal tomorrow night at 6 p.m. here on The Ticket, as Elkhorn North will face number 1 Omaha Scotch here on semifinal Friday after they take care of business handily, 66-39 against the Wahoo Warriors. Austin, where do you want to start with this? Because we can talk turnovers, we can talk inability to shoot, we can talk also just give credit to Elkhorn North for the really strong performance, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, I think Elkhorn North gets the bulk of the credit for this game, never allowing Wahoo to be comfortable. They didn't do anything special on the defensive end except maybe have slightly better athletes, more height, more length, and that was on full display. Not the prettiest offensive performance overall, but by the end of the game, the numbers don't look that bad. 10 of 29 from 3 for the Wolves, 4 of those, of course, from Murphy, who shot it pretty well. And that, to me, Nick, is going to be the story tomorrow, right? We saw George Siebel go off for Scott, kind of control that game at points against Pius. There's going to be the answer from Elkhorn North they'll have to find here in the next 24 hours or so before they get back here and get into warmups. And to me, I think the best thing is if Scott's going to want to play through Siebel and you don't have a great answer for him, the answer is going to have to be the 3-ball, kind of the Nebraska men's basketball formula. But again, Scott will have a little bit better length than Wahoo did here today. I think Elkhorn North, though, with the threat of the three-pointers, in as good a position as any to knock the Skyhawks out in the semis.
Well, and it's interesting. I mean, we talk about it, right? Elkhorn North, 17 points off of turnovers, 14 points in the fast break department. I mean, those things stand out. Also, some valuable experience for some of their bench guys. Man, what an impressive day at the office for a guy like Braylon Jackson. Even in garbage time, 6 of 7 shooting the basketball. He finishes with 15 points, second on the Elkhorn North Wolves in scoring today. But then last but certainly not least, one thing I definitely want to mention is with Elkhorn North, something they did that they didn't do, that we saw maybe Lincoln High do yesterday. They didn't take their foot off the gas. We saw yesterday Lincoln High go against what they usually do, what got them to this point, what got them an 18-point lead at one point on Omaha West Side. They kind of backed away from it. Elkhorn North today didn't. They kept their foot on the gas.
And that's because, Nick, they didn't do anything special.
Yeah.
Right? I don't mean that in any sort of derogatory way. I mean that in a complimentary way, is that Elkhorn North coming in as the 4 seed was just that much better today, that much better overall. I mean, similar record, 17-5 entering for the Wolves, 19-5 for Wahoo. Of course, Elkhorn North ends up winning their district. Wahoo loses theirs. They go down to Pius. And Nick, maybe that had some effect, right? A Pius team that beat Wahoo, getting beat by double-digit points, and then Wahoo's seeing that going on. Oh, man, that was a bad loss for us. Whether or not it actually affected them, we might never know. But we know that Wahoo will be back, right? This is a program that makes its living here at the state tournament, one of the most historic, outside of the Class A and B programs, as now Wahoo's moved up to B. So I wouldn't be too concerned if I'm the Warriors, but if you're not going to have the athletes like Elkhorn North does on a consistent basis, right? You're pulling from the town of Wahoo, maybe a few surrounding towns as well, competing with Bishop Neumann for some players. If you're Wahoo, and this is going to be what the state tournament is like, if you're going to be at an athletic disadvantage or just a simple, height and length disadvantage, this is a great learning opportunity. Okay, what can we do to counter that? What worked for us in spurts today? What won't work? Because it's not going to get any easier than this Elkhorn North team should Wahoo want to advance further in the future.
66-39, your final score. One last time here in our second Class B quarterfinal matchup. We will have the call of Norris and Bennington coming up right at 6 p.m. Tristan Gomez will be on the call for that one. Major thanks to Jay Foreman. Major thanks to you, Austin Orman, as well. Same schedule tomorrow, as we will have 6 more games coming your way on 93.7 The Ticket on semifinal Friday. But first, tonight, 6 p.m. tip-off, Norris and Bennington, as it is the Badgers versus the Titans here on the Pinnacle Bank Arena hardwood. All right, that'll do it for us. Your final score one last time. Elkhorn North 66, Wahoo 39. We'll send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket studios, as well as Austin Norman will be joining Old School here as they close out the show for another hour and 20 minutes or so when we come back for an extended break and get you ready for our third Class B quarterfinal in at 6 p.m. Once again, for Jay Foreman, Austin Norman, Nick Sainert saying so long. Major thanks to Nick Wyman and Harrison Arns back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, pushing all the buttons for us. Elkhorn North makes it look easy. 66-39 over the Wahoo Warriors here at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.